I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.
All right, and we're live. Welcome out, everyone, to NY Yankee Mania. My name's George from Swinging for the Fences. Here today for Yankees Dodgers play-by-play, Game 2 of the 3-game set. A little doubleheader action today after last night's game got rained out. Should be starting up here soon. Cam Schlidler versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto tonight. Definitely a great matchup for the pitching side. Who we got here in the chat? Celia, what's up? These guys are so quick. Oh, Elmer Rodriguez. Yeah, I think he is taking the later game. So we'll see how that pans out. Joseph, what's up? So, I mean, hopefully, though, game one, they should be good with Schlidler on the mound, who's having a Cy Young caliber season. The young gun's been fantastic so far for the Yankees. I think the bottom line is the Yankees have to hit. No offense in game one versus Roki Sasaki. No fight at all versus the Dodgers. You had Dominguez get his triple. We'll call it a triple, and then a pass ball. He scored nothing else that whole game. I know Rice and Bellinger did some stuff. Rice, too. Rice got, I think, 2 hits. Just they got to work more as a team. It's got to be more fluid with the lineup. That's what I'm hoping to see today. Got to back up Cam. Best pitcher by far this season. Got to give him something. Pulling up the lineup. Hope everyone's doing good today, doing well. Okay, so the lineup today for the New York Yankees, the home team, they're playing in the Bronx. Batting lead off in center field is Trent Grisham. Second at first base is Ben Rose. Batting third, the DH today, Jason Dominguez in the spot. Out in left field is Cody Bell. Batting fifth in right field is Schumann. Batting sixth at second base, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Batting seventh back in the lineup is Anthony Volpe. Batting eighth at the hot corner is Ryan McMahon. And rounding things out behind the plate today is Ali Sanchez. For the Dodgers, leading things off, the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Batting second in center field, Andy Pajes. Batting third at first base, Freddie Freeman. The cleanup hitter today for the Dodgers is Mookie Betts. He's at shortstop. Batting fifth at the hot corner is Max Muncy, coming off a homer game. Batting sixth out in right field is Kyle Tucker. Batting seventh in left field is Teoscar Hernandez. Batting eighth today behind the dish is Dalton Rushing. And rounding things out at the 9th spot for the Dodgers is Tommy Edman, and he is at second base. The Dodgers are a good fastball hitting team, so I wouldn't be surprised Cam struggles today. Oh, well, I don't know. Cam's a good fastball pitcher. One of the liveliest in the game, as his numbers are insane in 108 and 18 innings pitched at 2.65 ERA. Strikeout numbers are good. I'm actually going to look at the analytics behind Schlidler's fastball because it's really an impressive fastball. And I think Celia hit it right on the head when it comes to today's matchup. It's the fastball, and it's the Dodgers hitting fastballs, and the Yankees have a fastball pitcher on the mound, to say the least. 137 strikeouts in 118 innings. That's really good. But Schlidler's fastball, I'm just looking at the numbers right now. It gets a lot of run, Schlidler's fastball. He throws it 45% of the time, so you're going to see it almost half the time compared to his cutter, his sinker, his curve, and his slider, which he barely throws. He gets a lot of extension, too. I'll give him that. Schlidler extends 6.8 feet off from the rubber, which is very high. So it makes it more lively. It's got some juice to it. We'll see how it fares today, though, as Shohei Ohtani stepping up to the plate. Leadoff man for the Dodgers. He's the DH. One of the greatest athletes in sports right now, Shohei Ohtani. He is certainly a phenom to watch. Average this year at 289, 22 long balls, 58 RBIs for an OPS at 942. Ohtani steps in. Schlidler toes the rubber. Game 1 of the doubleheader, Yankees-Dodgers, just about to get underway. Schlittler gets the sign from Sanchez. First pitch to Ohtani, cut on and missed. Strike 1. A 99-mile-per-hour fastball to start off the DH. Blew it right by him. 0-1 from Schlittler. In the dirt, tried to bounce a curveball in there. 1-1 now on Ohtani. An imposing figure at the dish. The big lefty. He's got that tweaky leg kick. The 1-1 from Schlittler, cut on and missed. Another fastball blown by the bat of Ohtani. That one registering at 99. He's got Ohtani in a 1-2 count. Schlittler looking for that strike 3 pitch. Gets set. Here's the pitch to Ohtani. Swung and missed. He got him. 100 miles per hour to finish him off. First batter of the day set down via strikeout swinging. Well, certainly, that's exactly what you want to see out of Cam Schlittler versus Ohtani. Setting the tone. What's up, Corky? What is up? Schlittler coming out to fight tonight. Or today, I should say. Afternoon start. Andy Pages digging in. He takes a ball outside, 1-0. Pages having a good year, 270, 17 homers, 66 RBIs, and 804 OPS. One out here in the top of the first. Pitch from Schlittler, dotted on the outside third, a nice sinker, 1-1. The 1-1 curveball got him swinging. Way to mix things up from throwing straight heat to a nice off-speed curveball. 1-2 now. His Pages calls timeout. He'll take a breather. He's in a 1-2 hole. Schlittler looking for back-to-back strikeouts to start the game. Let's see if he could do it. 1-2. Pages fouls it off. We'll do it again at 1-2. Behind the plate today, obviously, is Ali Sanchez. Interested to see what he brings to the table, especially catching this young arm, Cam Schlittler. 1-2. Pages fouls it off again. Cutter dotted at the top of the zone. We'll do it again. As waiting on deck is the potent Freddie Freeman. Dodgers in their blue uniforms today. Yankees, of course, in their home pinstripes. Another 1-2 from Cam Schlittler. Pages reaches and fouls it off again. 3 straight foul balls now. Who's going to win this battle? Talk about a battle. I expect to see a great pitcher's duel today with Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the other side for the Dodgers. 2 of the best in the game. Another 1-2 pitch from Schlittler. Pages fouls it off again. We're keep going. Schlittler went with the curveball that time. Pages just spoiled it. Fifth straight 1-2 pitch coming. Let's see what happens. The offering from Schlittler. Swung and missed. Got him. Fastball at the knees. Pages couldn't connect. 2 straight hitters now set down swinging by Cam Schlittler. As now Freddie Freeman stepping up, the 3-hole hitter today. Freeman, one of the best, if not the best, first baseman of this generation. Started his career, of course, with Atlanta, won a championship there, and now has won one with the Dodgers. A former MVP winner as he takes ball one. 287 on the year, 15 homers, 49 ribbies, 853 on the OPS. Freeman was selected to yet another All-Star game this year, and so was this guy on the mound, Cam Schlittler, the 1-0 outside, 2-0. What a career it's been for Freddie Freeman. A sure Hall of Famer, one of the nicest guys in baseball. Righty-lefty matchup. Here's the 2-0 from Schlittler. Freeman pops it up. It will tail foul on the third base side. 2-1 now. Everyone doing good in the chat? I know we got some people in here. We had Corky pop up. We got Celia. We got Joseph. We got the Joe, the one and only Joe. The 2-1. Freeman pops it up again. It will drift foul. John the Beagle Dad, what's up? Good to see you, my man. Go Yankees. We got this. Hopefully so with Schlittler on the mound. He's got Freeman in a 2-2 count. He struck out Ohtani to start that game. Followed that up by striking out Pajes. Now he's got a chance to strike out Freeman as well and go 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Schlittler gets set. He gets the sign from Sanchez. Here's the 2-2. Swanimus got him. Freeman couldn't catch up to the high fastball. And what a first inning for Cam Schlittler. 1-2-3, all set down via the punch-out swinging. Schlittler passes it off to the bats as we move to the bottom of the first inning. What's up, Jason? How are we? How are we today, Jason? Man, what a first inning for Cam Schlittler. What a first inning indeed for the big righty. Well, I said this. I think Schlittler's going to be fine today. The Yankees just have to back him up in any way, shape, or form. So we're back here at the Bronx. Yoshinobu Yamamoto finishing up his warm-up pitches. We got Mario Ruiz in the chat. How we doing today, Mario? I love every single one of you. Simply for being a Yankees fan for the last 3 to 4 years, my feelings for the franchise have become stronger and stronger on giving up as a fan. Let's look around us. Yeah, let's get ready, man. Tough righty on the mound, but let's see what the Yankees do. Yamamoto having an impressive year, a 2.85 ERA, 110 innings of work, 106 Ks. A huge contract he signed with the Dodgers, I believe in 2024, yeah, and had a decent rookie season, definitely not the rookie season we once expected, but last year he really took the world on fire, a 2.49 ERA and 173 innings pitched. Trent Grisham digs in, first pitch to the Yankees center fielder, a called strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Yamamoto. Grisham pops it up foul behind home plate, 0-2. Grisham at 234, 10 homers, 40 ribbies, 756 OPS. He has missed time with a hamstring injury. Well, Yamamoto doesn't have the build of your typical flamethrower. 5'10", 176 pounds, but he uses every inch of his body to move that ball over the plate. The 0-2. Tried to go with a splitter, but misses outside, 1-2. Yamamoto throws that splitter 27% of the time. That's tied for first place with his four seam. Both of them he throws at a 27% rate. He also works in a curve, a cutter. As Grisham swings and misses at that splitter. One out here. As I was saying, though, a splitter, a four seam, a curve, a cutter, a sinker, and a slider for Yamamoto, and he all mixes them in pretty evenly. So one out after Grisham went down swing, as Ben Rice is digging in. Rice maybe a little disappointing in the home run derby, but for the regular season, he has been fantastic. And in the All-Star game, Rice batting .282, 29 long balls, 68 RBIs, and .974 on the OPS. What a year it's been for Ben Rice. The 0-1, Rice pulls it over to second base. Edman has it, flip over to Freeman. Quickly, 2 outs in the inning. As probably the MVP, the lone MVP for the Yankees in 2 nights ago, because last night was rained out. So Friday night's game, Jason Dominguez stepping in. So he had that triple and scored on a wild pitch. That's really all the offense they had. First pitch to the Martian, sliders in there, strike one. Dominguez, the DH today, we know he struggled defensively, but his bat has made him impossible to take him out of the lineup. The 0-1 from Yamamoto. Dominguez pops it straight up into the air. On the first base side, Freeman charging in. He's got it. 1, 2, 3, go. The Yankees, a poor offensive showing for the Bronx Bombers as we move to the top of the second inning. Still no score. See, Mario's chatting up in the comments. The front office doesn't care about the fans. They're okay with being. Yeah, that's definitely an issue, Mario. I hear you on that. Hey, we got to applaud the Yankees for developing talent, though, because we can't deny what they've done with Schlitler. I feel like they just got a lot of pitching prospects. Who knows what Carlos Legrand is going to be? I think Elmer Rodriguez Cruz has been a little underwhelming, but I think he will be a solid pitcher. But in terms of the development side, I honestly think they have done a great job over the past few years, but the side of the front office you were talking about, yes, it's been abysmal.
Do you have a drink? You take your pill.
So 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Dodgers. After Schlitler, an impressive first inning where he struck out the first 3 batters of the game. And a tough 3 at that. Ohtani, Pages, and Freeman. So Schlittler's coming back to toe the rubber for his second inning of work. Yamamoto really smooth sailing in his first inning as well. Mookie Betts digging in the cleanup hitter. First pitch to the former Red Sox is in there 0-1. Betts a down year, 232, 11 homers, 31 ribbies, and OPS now at 704. Definitely not the Mookie Betts we've been used to seeing. The 0-1, beautiful curveball, 0-2, froze Betts. Betts a former MVP. He's won a couple World Series as well. Schlitler's got him in an 0-2 hole. Here's the pitch. Can't get the call. Sanchez can't squeeze it. It's 1-2. Betts out at shortstop today. Schlittler gets the sign, looking for another strikeout. Here's the 1-2 on Betts. Just misses. 2-2 now on the Dodgers shortstop. Is Max Muncy waiting on deck? You know what he did last game. Two from Schlittler. Betts fouls one off. We're doing it again at 2-2. Cam Schlittler, definitely a prospect who was a little under the radar, I'd say. And not a lot of people talked about him, but he came up to the big leagues, was sensational. Well, I wouldn't say sensational in his first regular season, which was last year as a rookie, but he really made a name for himself in Game 3 of the Wild Card Series versus the Red Sox. As Betts fouls off another one. That's really, I got the newspaper right next to me, actually, from that game. Hold up, let me get it up for you. Carefully pull it. But yeah, here we go. Holy Schlitt, it says. After he dominated the Red Sox, trying to dominate the Dodgers, he just misses the zone again. Schlittler's been nibbling the outside part of the plate versus Betts. Can't get the call again. Yeah, definitely a ball, but it was close. Payoff pitch to Betts inside 4. Ali Sanchez, though, will challenge that. Let's take a look. And it is a confirmed strike 3. 4 straight strikeouts to start the outing for Cam Schlittler. Shout out Ali Sanchez on that one. Just got in over the top part of the zone. And I was talking about Schlittler's great start versus Boston, but man, has he really built up from that in this season. Max Muncy in, getting the start at third. First pitch swung at a curveball low, strike 1. One out here in the top of the second inning. No score still. The 0-1 from Schlittler. Upstairs, 1-1. Yeah, I think he left, John, so it's all right. Muncy, though, really, we were in a battle with the Dodgers. Cole decided to keep himself in. And the next couple of pitches, Muncy launched into the second deck, trying to put that game behind us as Schlittler yanks a fastball outside, 2-1. Cole, though, has been pretty good coming off Tommy John surgery. Yeah, I think luckily for us, Mario said his goodbyes. How we doing, Evan? Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat. The 2-1 from Schlittler. Muncy fouls it straight back. So another 2-strike count for Schlittler. He has struck out the first 4 Dodgers he has faced. What an unbelievable feat it would be if he strikes out 5 in a row. He's got a 2-2 count on Muncy. Nathaniel, how we doing? Schlittler gets set. Here's the 2-2. Muncy fouls it straight back. Got a warning about a black bear on my block today. Wow. Black bears aren't that bad, though. Just plug into my computer so it doesn't die. They're not the scary ones. Unless it's a mama bear. With cubs, you got to start running then. The 2-2 to Muncy downstairs. Full count now. Schlittler looked like tried to get Muncy to chase with the curveball. Muncy, though, good discipline. Full count now as Kyle Tucker awaits on deck. Here's the payoff pitch from Schlittler. Muncy rips one foul. He really got a hold of that one. It just went foul, though. I know I always get the cam games. I love it. I appreciate you, though, Evan. So another payoff pitch coming from Schlittler over to Muncy. Here's the pitch from the big righty. Muncy fouls it off again. Gators that find their way into garages or black bear. Depends. A gator in the water, bad news. Never want to face it with home field advantage. Never want to face an alligator when it's got home field advantage. I'll talk about bears and stuff in a sec. Another payoff pitch from Schlidler. Muncy pops one straight up behind second base. Over into right field. Now no one's communicating, and it's going to drop between Schumann and Chisholm, and Muncy's going to end up at second. Atrocious defense for the Yankees. What are they doing? It was an easy pop-up between Chisholm and Schumann. No one communicated for it, and the ball ended up dropping right between them. Dumb and Dumber, as Muncy's over at second base now. Horrible. Horrible. Muncy was going over to the dugout. It looked like a sure pop out. And then this is what happens. That's ridiculous. That can't happen. Now they got a runner in scoring position. Only one out for Kyle Tucker to work with. The fundamentals, just learn the game. That was ugly. Muncy off of second. The 1-0 to Tucker. Right down the middle, strike one. That was just atrocious, Jazz. Terrible. I think that's Schumann's ball, though. I'll talk about that more in a sec. The 1-1 to Tucker. Tucker swings and misses 1 and 2 because Jazz, it was behind Jazz in front of Schumann. They were coming in. It really dropped perfectly between them. It was a catchable ball. I think that's Schumann because he's coming in forward and Jazz doesn't have to go backwards, but communicate. No one said a word. Ugh. The 1-2 to Tucker. Upstairs, 2 and 2. So when it comes to Black Bears, John, Black Bears, you want to make yourself look bigger than them because they're a little timid. You do not go up a tree because they are excellent climbers, though, Black Bears. Never go near a tree with a black bear. The 2-2. Kyle Tucker laces one. Nice play by Volpe. He sharded it right up the middle, but Volpe, a nice leaping grab. That definitely prevented a run. No chance to double up Muncy, but a great play by Volpe. Full extension to grab that line drive off the bat of Tucker. 2 outs now, and Schlidler loves it. As Teoscar Hernandez digs in, first pitch in there, strike one. Hernandez down here, 244, 8 homers, 36 ribbies, a 706 OPS. He's also played 64 games, so he has not missed that much time this year. Falling off a cliff, though. The 0-1 from Cam is in there. 0-2. Hernandez, the former Blue Jay, Astro, and Mariner before his time with LA. Former All-Star, Silver Slugger, and World Series champion. A good career. The 0-2 fouled off. We'll see it again. You know, he's looked great, Schlidler, but I'm worried. Pitch count's now at 42. 42 pitches. Because frickin' Schumann and Chisholm had to make him throw extra. 0-2 from Cam. Upstairs, 1 and 2. Would have been out of this inning by now. One, two. Hernandez pops one Up near the first base bag, Rice getting under it. Rice has it for the third out. So the defensive miscue between Chisholm and Schumann does not harm the score. We still have a 0-0 game as we move to the bottom of the second inning. Yeah, I mean, the offense isn't helping Celia, but the defense now isn't helping. Man. Harry Potter night coming to Yankee Stadium for all you Harry Potter fans. Should be a fun one. Wizards and stuff. We gotta hit though. Gotta hit. 4, 5, 6 coming up for the Yankees. Bellinger, Schumann, Jazz. Isn't that pretty? Why is Schumann even playing? You know, I like the idea. I know people don't like this, but I like the idea of getting Volpe more reps. I'm fine with that. But you have to play Caballero every day. So I would have put him in the outfield. Cabby would have been my right fielder today. Or my third base, or my shortstop. I just need to put him in the lineup every day, Caballero. You know? I love that Dominguez is back here, but the Yankees have to play guys when they're hot. I'm a believer in Cabby needs to play every day. You know what is good to see, though? Clark Schmidt back on a mound. I know it feels like forever since we've heard that name, but he is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. And I love Clark Schmidt, man. I think he's a fantastic pitcher. I'm really happy he's coming back. So now they won't have to throw Ryan Weathers. Elmer Rodriguez Cruz won't need to pitch games anymore if Schmidt comes back. But then again, it's all pitching, no hitting. First pitch to Bellinger is in there, 0-1. Bellinger, the All-Star Game MVP this year. The 0-1 downstairs, good leave by Belly. Bellinger coming into today at 254 average, 11 homers, an OPS 763. Started off the season good, went ice cold, but then started to turn it around. See, fouls went off, 1-2. "31 years of age, Yankees re-signed him this offseason after coming in from Chicago. I still keep saying that's a fantastic trade. 1-for-1 for Cody Poteet. The 1-2 to Bellinger. Bellinger gets jammed and pops it foul the opposite way. We're seeing another 1-2. And he could play anywhere, Cody. Left field, center field, right field, first base. And I think the bat's going to come back. The 1-2. Great take. Outside. But Dalton Rushing will challenge it. I think it was outside. Let's take a look via ABS. Oh, it's a strike. So good challenge by Rushing as Bellinger goes down looking. 1 out. Dotted it. Max Schumann digging in now. First pitch, Schumann hits it high in the air over into left field. Hernandez has it just shy of the track for the first out. Schumann set down. As Jazz Chisholm Jr. will be digging in. And it's just been a year to forget for Jazz. It's been rough at the plate, in the field. Definitely not the season we had from him last year. First pitch to Jazz. Jazz swings at the first pitch and sends it foul behind home plate. Jazz an average at 223. Only 13 homers, 26 stolen bases, which is good to see. An OPS, though, at 695. Keep in mind, last year was 813, a huge drop. He takes the ball inside, 1-1. Yeah, Jazz last year, 31 homers, 31 stolen bases. I said that OPS at 813, what a year it was. But now just a fall off as he grounds one over to second. Nice play by Edman on the backhand. Over to first. Nifty play to retire Chisholm as the Yankees go 1-2-3. Suno scores, move to the top of the third inning. Oh, this is still rough. Still rough, guys. No one's hitting. I had the defense miscue in right field with Schumann and Jazz. So 0-0 still has moved to the third inning. Man, Jazz's expected batting average is 210. Oh my gosh, I'm just on his Baseball Savant page right now. Strikeout rate is the bottom 13th percentile. Whiff rate's low. Doesn't barrel up balls. I think, honestly, if you're going to send someone in the deadline, if you're going to get even a Luis Arias type of player, maybe even a Hunter Goodman type of player, I'm sending Jazz in that trade. I'm honestly considering, even though I don't think Goodman goes anywhere, honestly. Doesn't look like Scubo's going anywhere. I'd give Jazz up for Arias in a heartbeat, though. That's no question in my mind. No question. Back here in the Bronx for the top of the third inning. No score yet. Schlittler back on the mound for his third inning of work. He's looked great so far. Pitch kind of a little steep, though. He's got 8-9 then top due up. That's Rushing, Edman, and Otani. Dalton Rushing, the Dodgers catcher, and 45th pitch from Schlittler. Rushing blew it right by him. Fastball at 97 on the gun. Rushing 250, 10 homers, 30 ribbies, 799 OPS. Oh, 1 upstairs. 1-1 on Rushing. I can take this off. I don't need these. The 1-1 from Schlittler. Rushing swings through it again. 1-2 now. Yeah, headphones were bothering my ears. Damn. Hey, what's up? Caswell, what's up? Schlittler gets set looking for another strikeout. The 1-2 to Rushing. Rushing fouls it back off again. Schlittler now at 48 pitches. As that looked like it got a piece of Ali Sanchez. No Austin Wells in the lineup today. Good. The 1-2 from Schlittler, way upstairs, 2-2. He has missed with the high fastball a lot today. Got to bring it down a little bit. When he's on his A game, though, definitely that's a lethal pitch for him. When he can breeze that fastball by your chin. See what he goes to now on 2-2. Pitch from the big righty. Inside, 3-2. .50 pitches now for Schlittler. Payoff pitch from Cam. Swung and a miss, got him. Strike 3. Leadoff man set down. That's his 5th strikeout now through 2 1/3 innings pitched. Very good pace for Cam Schlidler. Yeah, he's looked great today. Got to back him up. On defense and on offense, got to back up Schlidler. It's Tommy Edman dinging in. Coming back off injury. 343, 1 homer, 11 ribbies in 23 games played. First pitch to Edman. Edman grounds one. Nice pick by Rice. It gets by him, though. Gets by Chisholm. It's a base hit. From my view, it looks like Rice got a glove on it, but I guess not. So Edman's aboard first here with 1 out, and it's back to the top of the order for Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, I just showed them, Caswell, the newspaper I have. The Holy Schlit newspaper from the New York Times after he shut down the Red Sox in Game 3 of the Wild Card Series last year. Ohtani digging in. Schlidler struck him out back in the first. Looking to do the same. First pitch to Ohtani's in there. Strike 1. Another impressive year. Ohtani, though, was lighting it up on the mound as well. His best pitching season yet, but he was shut down with a left knee injury. Not allowed to pitch anymore as far as the regular season goes, I believe. The 0-1 to Ohtani. Ohtani hits a high fly ball into right field, taking Schumann back. It's over his head. One hops off the wall. Schumann grabs it, throws it in. They're going to wave Edman around third. The throw home. Edman is safe at the plate. As a run comes across to score, Ohtani over to second with an RBI double as the Dodgers strike first, 1-0. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, and Ohtani just golfed it. He is so good at hitting pitches at his knees. Laced it right over Schumann's head. Schumann kind of took a lethargic approach to that ball. What was he doing? Kind of just walked to that ball. How's the media thing? That's been great, Caswell. It's been phenomenal. I can't lie. As Ohtani's on second, first pitch to Pages, outside ball 1. Recently, I was just in Philly, Caswell, doing some interviews with some Philly guys. Brandon Graham, a legendary defensive tackle for the Eagles. And of course, Super Bowl champion, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Rodney McLeod was out there, another Eagles champion. Andre Dawson interviewed an MLB Hall of Famer, and this was all in one day, Caswell. All in one day. I interviewed Anthony Volpe as well recently. It's been a great start to the summer, man. I know, Caswell. I'm trying. As the 2-1 is fouled off of Pages' leg, he goes down, slowly gets back up, 2-1. I know, I'm thinking of just uploading just spam uploading everything I've done onto YouTube. Like the Ben Rice interview, put that up on, because everything's on Instagram, but there's people on YouTube I want to share this with. So I definitely want to get more of this stuff out there on YouTube. So in due time. Yeah, I know Shorts is the moneymaker, I think. The 2-1 is fouled off, 2-2. Schlidler at 58 pitches, it looks like. Slow walking around the mound. I think he's getting gassed. The Dodgers have worked him hard. Long at bat after long at bat, and I believe 6 strikeouts now are really piling up on Schlidler. I think it's 5, but they're really taking a toll on him. The 2-2 pitch to Andy Pages, Dodgers center fielder, is fouled off. Pages was actually a catching prospect coming up with the Dodgers. They put him in the outfield, though. Started him off in left field, He wasn't really an outfielder, but he played the position so well. They put him in center, and they just flashed up a graphic. Wow. 16 foul balls today for the Dodgers. They have been grinding down Schlidler as best as they could. The 2-2. Fouled off again, make it 17 foul balls for the Dodgers. 60 pitches already. He's not going to go deep into this one, unfortunately. The 2-2. Another foul ball. Just trying to find that strike 3 pitch. He is gassed. Not even 3 innings. 2 1/3. Two. Outside, DePaez go around. No, he did not. Full count now. You got to get someone to start warming up. Someone's got to start warming up. He's not going to go. He's definitely not getting past 5, I don't think. The 3-2. Fouled off again. Ugh. Cam is being worked. Otani off of second. Here's the 3-2. Paez pops one up. Tailing behind home plate. Will it stay in foul ground? It will. Sanchez makes the squeeze. 2 outs now. Yeah, the Yankees don't have too many strikeouts today. They're not, here's the thing with that statement, though, Celia. The Dodgers have striking out at a very high rate today in the game. Schlittler's really been kaying them up. And Yamamoto is his only strikeout to Bellinger. And then Grisham, he struck out, but I don't know who else he struck out. Freeman digging in. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout. First pitch to him is in there. Strike 1. The 0-1 to Freeman downstairs. Excuse me. Yeah, there's the link. There's the link, Caswell. I will start posting stuff on YouTube, I promise. I'm gonna get some stuff out there. But I appreciate you, Caswell. One from Schlittler. Blew it right by him. Schlittler's still able to pump 99. He's got a 1-2 count on Freeman. Looking for a huge strikeout. Two of the biggest heavyweights in the game going at it. A 1-2 count on Freeman. Otani off of second. Here's the pitch from Schlittler. Freeman loops one into center field. It's going to drop. Grisham has it. Takes on a hop. Waving around Otani. The throw home. Not in time. An RBI single for Freddie Freeman makes this a 2-0 game. Tough one. The tough start continues. Gave Freeman a pretty hittable pitch, and Freddie hit it. Model swing, taking it right up the middle. They take a mound visit, a much-needed mound visit. Man, I'm surprised we haven't seen anyone warming up. Mookie Betts is in. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Schlittler at 68 pitches. Oof. First pitch in there. 0-1. Who do they go to? They go to Paul Blackburn, I guess. Terrible throw from Grisham. That ball wasn't that deep. Yeah, exactly. Was the cutoff not there? I'm wondering if the cutoff wasn't there. That's Rice's cut on that play, but still, I don't even know if he needs to cut that play, Mighty. I think you're kind of right because of how shallow that ball was. You know, I'm okay with one, maybe two bounces, Mighty, to not make it a lob. You know, you don't want to lob it. I'm okay with one or two, but you're talking 5, 6 bounces, almost a roll? No. As Betts grounds one over to short, Volpe has it. He'll go the short way to second to get Freeman on the force play, and that will end the inning. But the Dodgers on 3 hits score 2 runs. They lead by 2 as we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's true, Caswell. We heard today that Schmidt's throwing, Clark Schmidt, which is huge news. Max Fried is supposed to make another rehab start. Rodon's 50-50 with how his rehab's been going. He's expected, I think, to throw a bullpen later in the week. But notice the 3 guys I mentioned, Caswell, these are all pitchers. I said Clark Schmidt. I said Max Fried. I said Carlos Rodon. I said all pitchers. The Yankees need hitters. They need hitters. Obviously, the elephant in the room is Aaron Judge, but is Aaron Judge enough to lift this team? Like, if they bring in Aaron Judge, let's say if Aaron Judge was hypothetically back, you know, they might just keep intentionally walking him. You need more. You need Bellinger to go back to what he was doing, which, like I said, I think he will. I think he'll start to get back to the way he was, but he needs to. Hopefully, he needs to if the Yankees want a fighting chance. Rice has been fine. Grisham has not been as expected. You know, I know his average was like 230 last year, but the guy hit 30 homers. That's not there anymore. Jazz is not. I did a whole point on this. Jazz isn't what he was last year. And it's not like you have a lot of guys coming back off on the offensive side besides Judge. I don't want to hear Stanton's name because I'm not sure the guy can even walk right now, Giancarlo Stanton. I don't see him coming back for a while. Got to make a trade. Have to get someone. That's why I don't want to hear Tarek Skubal, even though I don't think Skubal gets traded. But I don't want Tarek Skubal. The Yankees have pitching. They don't have an offense. Is Anthony Volpe coming up? 246, a homer, 13 ribbies, OPS in the high 600s. At shortstop today, first pitch to Volpe is in there, 0-1. Still waiting for Volpe to click. Hasn't looked as atrocious recently. The 0-1. Volpe grounds one over to third. It's a fair ball. Going to be a tough play for Muncy. He's going to make the play with help from Freddie Freeman at first on the scoop. Nifty play by Max Muncy on the backhand. Nice little jump too by Muncy and a great pick by Freddie Freeman. I didn't know Max Muncy could move like that. As Ryan McMahon stepping up at third base today, this trade has not worked out. He's been hitting recently. I'm hoping the bat continues, but I just don't see this guy as an above-average major league hitter. What's up, Sean? Obviously, the defense is there, but what good has his defense done you in the long run? You can't trade him because he's got that fat contract. I was against McMahon the second they traded for him. The 0-1. It's in there 0-2. I like the few hits. And like I've said this before, if the Yankees had Jazz doing what he did last year, if Jazz was even like a 2020 season from Jazz, even though he might do that this year, but the 0-2 to McMahon, upstairs, good leave. If Jazz was a better player this year, if Wells was don't even get me started on Austin Wells, but if the Yankees didn't have so many holes in their lineup, maybe McMahon would not look as bad as he does right now. If there was a little bit of a supporting cast as he chops one over to short, Betts has it, throw across the diamond, quickly 2 outs. But if McMahon, I think, would look like a better player if there were hitters around him. Yeah, but you've had elite defense at the hot corner with him. What has he done? Where has that got you in the win column for the Yankees? Like, they've tried the defensive experiment with him, and it hasn't worked. As Ali Sanchez is in, and he takes ball 1. And I don't even mind Cabby at third base, honestly. It's not like he's going to make an error every play. Sanchez fouls it off. I get you need I 100% get the defensive part to Ryan McMahon. 100%. But when a guy is just not hitting at all, and like I said, I think it looks a lot worse when the whole lineup is just playing horrific. I think he looks a lot worse than he actually is. But you can't change the lineup. What I'm trying to get at is, if you're still going to have all these guys in the lineup, it's not like we're going to magically have Jazz turn into the guy he was last year. It's not like Grisham is going to turn into a 30-homer hitter again. It's not like that's going to happen. So McMahon is going to have the value he has with this team, which is incredibly low. The 2-1 to Sanchez, trying to think of good examples. I can't think of any, but just if the team, even last year's team, I wasn't that unhappy with McMahon because there were hitters around him. Like I said, Jazz was fine last year. Grisham was a lot better of a hitter. Judge was in that lineup. Wells, even though he wasn't hitting for average, he still slugged 20 homers. As Ali Sanchez goes down looking for strike 3, and the Yankees, no hits yet. Yamamoto throwing a perfect game. Couldn't expect anything less, honestly, man. But, Mighty's agreeing with me, and I think this just shows you that the lineup is not built right. The roster isn't constructed correctly. I think that's just what it's showing you. I'm just looking at McMahon's numbers right now. Tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. And I didn't like I said, I didn't like the trade for McMahon when they made it last year. I wanted something else. Saved our skins more than once. With the Yankees, hitters rely on Judge, Stanton, Bellinger. Well, I wouldn't put Grisham in that conversation. I definitely, Sean, if you're talking about this year, you have to include Rice in that list. But I get what you're saying to carry them. I 100% what you're saying. Yeah, Caswell, I said that. No, it doesn't cost us games. I don't think, unless you flash back to that horrific series in Boston when you had Rosario and Oswaldo making errors. But look, if you want to keep throwing McMahon out there, my just answer for you is, how has that looked? It hasn't looked great. That's all right, Sean, that you forgot Rice in that list. But yeah. But even, I'll make this argument to you. With that list you put, Judge, Stanton, Bellinger, and you add Rice, those are 4 great hitters to build on. That's not just relying on 1 or 2 guys. That's 4 legit hitters. But the conversation is, Sean, the conversation is, the glove is fine, but the bat, what I'm trying to just make the point is, the lineup as a whole is awful, and McMahon's bat isn't helping that. First pitch from Schlitter is in there. 100%, Joseph. You can't have a championship lineup with 0 production from catcher, third base, and shortstop. 100%. And little to nothing from second. 1-1 on Muncy. You're not going to get that. Slid their 74th pitch downstairs. 2-1. He's gassed, man. Schlidler he's gassed. He is out of it. But yeah, like Mighty, I agree with you. Joseph hit the nail right on the head. Muncy grounds one. It's a base hit into right field. A juicy sinker that he got a great hold of. Line drive. Grisham was clutch before he got hurt. Obviously he didn't start the season off right, Grisham, but maybe 2 weeks before he got hurt, he was getting back on my good side. I was liking what I was getting out of Grisham. He hasn't done anything since coming back off the IL. Nothing. Catchers have traditionally been like, I know, but Tucker grounds one, foul down the line. The worst argument I always hear, considering Austin Wells and whatever catcher you want to criticize, is I hear people say they're a catcher. They're squatting they play the toughest position in baseball. I'm like, okay. There's 29 other catchers who seem to be doing it just fine. I can't stand that argument, as that's outside 1-1. When people talk about Wells playing the hardest position, okay. Ryan Jeffers, Hunter Goodman, Jonah Heim, they're all playing the same position and they're doing it at a higher level. I'm not sympathizing with Austin Wells. I'm bringing in the better player. Of course, if I was the GM, as Tucker swings and misses 1-2. Shea Langoliers, he's not going anywhere, I don't think. 1-2 from Schlitzer outside as he took a tumble coming down the mound. He's falling apart. 80 pitches. I really hope someone's warming up in this bullpen, because Schlitzer, he's gonna collapse out there, man. He is so gassed. Yeah, I agree with you there, Caswell. I do. Yeah, 100. I agree with you, Sean. I agree with you. The 2-2. Swung on a miss, got him. Strike 3, chased it high. I agree with you 100%, Sean. No debating you there. And yeah, Wells it's insane. It's insanity, Mighty. The stuff Wells is just the production. What production has he give us? Nothing. Austin Wells. Runner aboard first here with 1 out in the 4th. Teoscar Hernandez at the dish. First pitch from Schlitzer. Fouled off. But I don't even think Hunter Goodman's moving this deadline. I don't. I am trading for Anthony Volpe. I read your comment. Oh my gosh, I sounded so stupid. If I'm the GM, though, I'm trading for Adley Rutschman, as that's fouled off. I am trading. No, I don't want Luis Torrens. I get that. Listen, I get that Wells is batting 153, and literally any other catcher in Major League Baseball would be an upgrade. But is it enough? I don't think it is enough. I don't think Luis Torrens is enough to provide any kind of spark. And I'm trading for Adley Rutschman. The Orioles have 2 catchers right now. They have 2 catchers. I don't think Adley Rutschman is not off the table. I think they would be listening for the right price, and I'm trading Spencer Jones for Adley Rutschman. I really don't care that Jones is I don't think Goodman's going anywhere, Sean. Hernandez battling in an 0-2 count, fouls another off. I don't think Goodman's going anywhere, honestly. He's got control. The difference with Adley in the Adley situation is they have another catcher, the Orioles. Adley isn't really struggling that much, honestly. It's not abysmal. I mean, Adley's had a pretty good year. as another strikeout for Schlittler. He's got 2 outs now in the 4th. That's his 7th strikeout. Rutschman hasn't been now. Obviously, Rutschman was the first overall pick a couple of years back. He was an all-star a few years ago. He's definitely not at that standard, but he's an above-average catcher on offense and defense. Adley Rutschman, especially on defense, he is a fantastic defensive catcher. Adley Rutschman, and the Orioles have Samuel Basale. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing the name, but he's getting majority of the reps behind home plate. I'm trading for Rutschman. 1-0 to Rushing is swung and a miss 1-1. Sanchez, Escara, Wells, yeah. Listen, I gotta scroll back up. I think it was Caswell. I tried Volpe at second, 100% Caswell. I agree with that. I agree with you wholeheartedly putting Volpe at second. Volpe's a second baseman. 100%. The 1-1 to Rushing swung on a missed. And people say that, I still don't get why people say they like Jazz more than Volpe on this team. I don't see a reason to, honestly. I see them as pretty even, but, I think the lineup's too lefty heavy. I think Jazz does a lot more stupid stuff than Volpe. Not just making errors, just straight bonehead stuff. The 1-2 to Rushing swung on and missed. A lot better of an inning, though, for Cam Schlittler. So he's got 8 strikeouts now through 4 innings of work. This may be his last inning, though. The pitch count really eating him up. Not compared to his rookie year. He's supposed to be putting up. I know, but so what if he's not the guy we thought he was? So what if Adley Rutschman's not the player we once thought he was going to be? He's still an above-average catcher. Like I said, he's a great defensive catcher, and he's still above average offensively. And that's what the Yankees need, because right now they have the worst catcher in baseball in Austin Wells. If you're going from probably the worst, I'll give him bottom 5 in baseball, Austin Wells. But if you're going from a bottom 5 catcher to a well above average catcher when you incorporate offense and defense, in what world is that not a huge upgrade for the Yankees? Especially when catcher is their weakest position. Because listen, I like Escara, I like Sanchez, I like them as players, but they're not starters every day. They're fine as backups. I have no problem if they're my backup catcher, but they're not starting for me. They're not going to start for me. Bring in a starter. Well, that's a whole discussion now, Sean, with Volpe and the hype. Jazz is in the beginning needed swag. Yeah. I agree with that again, Joseph. You've had a lot of great comments tonight. I 100% agree with that with Jazz. Got to get someone. Get a Luis Arias, honestly. Anyone, man. Yeah, but he's been fine, honestly, Sean. You got to keep in mind the thing with Dominguez is he's been so unlucky. You remember when he made his debut? He came up in that series versus Houston, and he hit that homer opposite field versus Justin Verlander. He looked great. Then he tore his UCL. He was rehabbing. Flashback to last year, he was here. And you had Trent Grisham, who was a monster. Bellinger, who was insane. First pitch to Grisham, speak of the devil, is low ball one. But like I was saying last year with Dominguez, you had Grisham, who you couldn't take out of the lineup. Bellinger, you couldn't take out of the lineup. Judge had to be the DH because he was coming off his arm injury. And Stanton put the team on his back. 4 guys you couldn't take out of the lineup. 2-0 on Grisham. I know Caswell, he's subpar defensively, but you want to talk about last game where he was the only offense? Yeah, he's been improving 100%. And I just wonder, Sean, in the 2-0 to Grisham. Grisham hits a high fly ball, deep right field, no doubt about it. Going, gone into the second deck for Trent Grisham. as he cuts the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 game as the Yankees have shown some life. Their first hit of the game could not have come at a better time and a better result. I'll give you that, Caswell. I'll give you that, Caswell, with Grisham being clutch. Boy, did Grisham need that, and did this team need that? A big home run for Trent Grisham. As now Ben Rice digging in. Rice takes a big hack at that one. 0-1. The 0-1 to Rice is downstairs. Honestly, you got to, Grisham, honestly, I'm thinking when Judge comes back, because he will come back sometime soon, I think. I'm honestly going to keep Dominguez in this lineup the way Grisham's been. I'm going, with a healthy Judge, I have Bellinger in left, Grisham in center, and Judge in right, and Dominguez is my DH right now, the way I'm looking at it. That's the way I'm seeing the lineup. Because I don't see Stanton coming back anytime soon. I see him coming back after Judge, as Rice grounds one foul, 1-2. But, Dominguez is taking trends in the right direction. So, honestly, I'm keeping him around as my DH. But obviously, I should say, we have a little bit of time till we work that out. It's a 1-2 count, though, on Rice. He's 0 for 1 today. A 2-1 ball game now. The 1-2 to Ben Rice fouled off. Well, he got hurt, actually, Caswell, jogging from first to second. He got hurt doing that. So, really just breaking down. The 1-2 to Rice. Rice hits a deep fly ball. It will go foul, though. Still 1-2. I know he's still a presence, Sean, but I was just saying with my lineup, with Dominguez still being in there as the DH, that's just because I don't see Stanton coming back anytime soon. The 1-2 to Rice, swung on a miss, got him. Good splitter by Yamamoto, and a good bounce back. 1 out. Yeah, I agree with the Stanton comment, Sean, but I'm just saying I see Judge coming back weeks before we see Stanton. I'm thinking September we see Stanton back, honestly. One out in the inning. Jason Dominguez at the dish. Takes inside. Strike one. He will challenge. Oh, are they not going to grant his challenge again? Okay, good. It looks like they are going to grant it. But it's a strike. So Yankees lose their first challenge of the day. It's 0-1 on Dominguez. Yeah, that's the thing, Sean. Hopefully. 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, a 2-1 Yankee losing now. They're down 2-1. They were, and honestly, Yamamoto was throwing a perfect game up until this inning, and then Trent Grisham launched one into the second deck, so we have a 2-1 score. 2-1 the count on Dominguez, 1 out in the inning. Yamamoto sitting at 41 pitches. Here's his offering. Dominguez grounds one over to first. Freeman has it. Flip over to Yamamoto, covering the base, and 2 outs now. Well, Caswell said they're gonna call it. They're gonna come back. So let's see if they do it. Bellinger digging in. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout back in the second. First pitch to Cody Bellinger from Yamamoto. Bellinger fouls it off, 0-1. It's a crazy comment, Caswell. Late inning comeback, Sean says. I think the battle, though, for the Yankees as the 0-1 to Bellinger. Bellinger fouls one off, hit that on the screws. The battle, I don't honestly think it's the offense, Sean, because this is a one-run game we're looking at. I think the battle will come down to the bullpen. Schlittler has shown us he's not going to go deep in this one. The Dodgers had his number today. It happened. Still only 2 runs, though, and 8 strikeouts for Schlittler. His pitch count, though, is too high. He's not going to go deep as Bellinger takes strike 3 looking, but the Yankees get a run on a Trent Grisham second deck homer. Cuts the lead in half, 2-1. As I was saying, though, I think the offense hasn't looked great for months, but I have more confidence in them getting a run than this bullpen holding down the Dodgers. You know? So the Yankee bullpen will need to perform today. With Schlittler not bad, this is definitely Schlittler's last inning if he even goes out there. Can't count out Stanton, so really say willing to judge. Okay. So Mighty says, let's wait. We got to get Stanton back. Or no, he's saying the opposite. So he's saying what I'm saying. Need more help. Okay, Mighty. Does that mean trade? Because if that means trade, I'm on board with you. You know, my guy right now, besides Adley, I got on my soapbox for Adley Rutschman. You know how I feel about him. You know I want Adley Rutschman, but another guy I'm interested in is Luis Arias. Having arguably the best year of his career right now for the San Francisco Giants. He's batting .327, an OPS at .821. That is very high for Luis Arias. His slugging percentage is at .454, which is next level for Arias. And you can plug him in at second base. Yes, you would give up Jazz in that trade, 100%. You know who does grind out at bats? Luis Arias, Sean. That's true too, Caswell. You know who does? As much as you hate him, Anthony Volpe hustles every play to first base. We have to trade. Only guy, yep. Yeah, 100% Mighty. Nah, I wasn't saying, I know you don't, Kaz, because I know you said move him to second. I was saying that for the general Yankee fandom, because I know when they hear the V word, they get all cranky when they hear the Volpe word. Yeah, I know you feel that way. Yeah, but Schumann sucks. No shade to Schumann. So Schlittler's back in there for the 5th. He's got an 0-1 count on Edman, who's 1 for 1. Now he's got an 0-2 count on Edman, who swung through the fastball. Schlittler had 90 pitches. That's the thing with the Rise. That's the selling point. He's also lefty. Put that in Yankee Stadium. The 0-2 pitch from Schlittler. Inside, it got it. They're going to say that hit Edman. It really looked close. Oh my gosh, Schlittler looks like he's about to puke his guts out. This kid is gassed. Did that hit it? I don't think that hit him. If you're watching the game right now, look at that replay. I don't think that hit him. Look at the replay if you're watching the game right now. They're showing it in slow motion. I don't think that ball hit him. I don't think that ball hit Edman. As Ohtani fouls one off his Achilles. Strike 1. What's up, Jacob Petruzzi? Not excited to see Tim Hill. Yeah. Oh, no. He fouled it off the knee, Ohtani. He fouled it off the same left knee that has shut him down from pitching. Let's say I'm just taking a look at the replay on it. Oh, right at the knee. And that's the knee that's been giving him trouble. Good to see Jacob Petruzzi out here, though. Fan favorite. The 0-1. Otani chops one over to second. Nice play by Jazz. Over to first. Smooth Jazz to get the first out. As moving over to second is Tommy Edman. Oh, wow. That ball kicked off Rice's glove. So it was originally hit to Ben Rice, but it hit off his glove, and Jazz hustled over to grab it. First pitch to Pajes outside ball one. Pajes is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a foul out. Batting second for the Dodgers today. Slidler about to throw his 95th pitch. The 1-0 upstairs. I think this might be Cam's last batter with the lefty Freddie Freeman on deck. I think they're going to bring in Tim Hill to face Freddie Freeman. I know us Yankee fans, that sentence makes us cringe. Tim Hill to face Freddie Freeman. But 2-0. Fouled off, 2-1. Well, the training staff is looking at Otani after he limped back to the dugout. Keep an eye on that. Two one. Downstairs, 3-1. Yeah, 97 pitches. This has to be the last batter for Cam. He's battled, though. Give him credit. The 3-1 to Pajes. Pajes hits one into right field. It's going to drop somehow. Pajes lost control of his bat. Edman easily scores. It's now 3-1 Dodgers. Pajes swung, and mid-swing, he let go of his bat and went flying, and somehow he hit it fair for a base hit. And an RBI, it's now 3-1 Dodgers. How does that happen? Wow. Unlucky. Have to take him out, and they will. Tim Hill will come in to face Freeman as Slidler leaves, giving up 3 runs. The runner on first, Pajes, is his responsibility. He struck out 9, though. Couldn't finish the 5th. So 4 1/3 innings pitched for Cam. No walks, I believe. His day is done. Ah, man. So let's see what Tim Hill does. Tim Hill has been a little underwhelming, honestly, compared to what he did last year. Last year, he was the go-to lefty. This year, he hasn't been that guy, honestly. So we'll see how Tim Hill fares. Trying to keep this at a 2-run game. Slidler did not have it today, really. I mean, he wasn't awful. The Dodgers just kept fouling and fouling and fouling and fouling balls off. Tim Hill this year, 4.50 ERA in 36 innings of work, 17 Ks. First pitch to Freeman is outside, ball one. Freeman an RBI single in the third. He's 1 for 2. He fouls that off. 2-1. Two one to Freeman. Freeman hits one over to second. Jazz has it. Throw over to first in time as Pages moves over to third. 2 out now. Mookie Betts digging in. He's 0 for 2 today. Like we said, this is not the Mookie Betts we are used to seeing. Here in the fifth inning, top of the fifth inning, a 3-1 Dodger lead. Betts' first pitch is upstairs, ball one on Mookie. The 1-0 is downstairs, 2-0 now. Three and 0 now on Betts, as that pitch wasn't even close. Dodgers, Rays, Brewers, all gray. Yeah, 100% Joseph. Sealy is back. Isn't it sad that yeah. It's tough. What just happened? Did they just intentionally walked Mookie Betts in a 3-0 count? I guess to face the lefty Max Muncy. But if you were gonna they just wasted 3 pitches on Mookie. I don't even understand what just happened. It's Max Muncy back in. He's 2 for 2 today. First pitch inside, ball one. Tim Hill cannot find the strike zone to save his life. The 1-0 inside again, 2-0. Ugh. Tim. Tim Hill is 6'4". Wow, I didn't know that. The 2-0 called strike. Snap throw over to third behind Pages. Back with a dive. Pretty close, actually. Good heads-up baseball by Ali Sanchez. Almost got him. 2-1 the count on Muncy. Pitch from the lefty downstairs, 3-1. Ugh. Kyle Tucker waiting on deck. Angel Chivili warming up in the pen. 3-1 is in there. Full count now. Tim Hill looking for a huge, huge strikeout. Three-two. Muncy grounds one over to first. Rice has it on the backhand. Flip over to Hill. They got Muncy by a footstep. 2 runners left on for the Dodgers. They get another, though. 3-1 they lead as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Schumann, Chisholm, Volpe do up. All through 5 innings of play, it's been a tough watch, honestly. Schlittler couldn't make it through 5. The bats really haven't done anything besides a Trent Grisham solo homer. That's still their only hit today. It has not been a pleasant watch so far. Hopefully they turn it around, though, in the bottom of the 5th. Thunder have traded Lou Dort to the Hawks, huh? Interesting. Thanks for the update, Celia. Well, let's see what the Bats can do here. Back here at the Bronx, Schumann stepping in. He's 0 for 1 with the flyout to left field. He's in right field today. Had that miscommunication with Jazz as he takes it low, ball 1. Schumann at a nice 236 on the year. 1-0. Schumann, high fly ball into center field. Pajes gets under it. He's got it. Quickly 1 down. Sorry, that was an accident. We didn't see anything. I didn't see anything on my end, Caswell. As Jazz Chisholm Jr. digging in, he's 0 for 1 with the ground out. Average down to 222. First pitch to Jazz. In there, 0-1. My computer just blacked out. It's back on, though. It's 0-2 on Jazz. What happened, Kaz? Oh, 2 from Yamamoto. Outside. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's nothing terrible. Yamamoto's got Jazz in a 1-2 hole. Here's the pitch from the Dodgers righty. Outside, 2-2 now. Good take. Two from Yamamoto. Downstairs, full count. Appreciate you, Caswell. Appreciate you in the chat as well. Love it when we got a lively chat. So it's a full count on Chisholm. Here's the payoff pitch to Jazz. Swung and a miss. Got him. Jazz down swinging as there are 2 dead now. Yamamoto picks up his 6th strikeout of the day. Anthony Volpe digging in. Grounded out to third. A nice play by Muncy to retire him last at bat. First pitch to the youngsters downstairs. Ball 1. Remember, I think it was in the 2nd inning, Volpe made a really nice leap and grab up the middle. One oh. Volpe hits a high fly ball into left field, taking him back near the track. Nice grab by Hernandez as he crashes into the wall. Volpe definitely gave that one a ride, but in the result, it's a flyout. And tough break for the kid as we move to the top of the 6th inning. So a 3-1 Dodger lead. Yeah, I know, Mighty. I know, Mighty. I agree with you, man. Ugh. Top of the 6th inning coming our way. Looking for some kind of fight. Jason back in the chat. At least the Red Sox are losing for once. They're down 1-0. Tim Hill back in to face the lefty Kyle Tucker. First pitch is in there, 0-1. Let's hope he is our good luck charm. 0-1. Inside, ball 1. They're on a 12-game winning streak. The Red Sox. Rays looking to stop that. It's Tucker. It's a high fly ball into left field. Bellinger's under it. He's got it for the first out. First pitch to Hernandez is in there, 0-1. Oh, and 2 now on Hernandez as he blew the slider right by him at 76 miles per hour. Just misses outside, 1-2. One, two. Swanimus got him. Another strikeout for Tim Hill. 2 outs now on the top of the 6th. Oh, he looks great. First pitch to Dalton Rushing is downstairs, ball 1. Rushing 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 1-0 inside, 2-0. I appreciate that, Celia. All the support we could get. Hopefully we get something from the Yankees. The 2-0 from Hill. Inside again, 3-0. From Hill. Downstairs, ball 4. So after getting 2 quick outs, it's a 4-pitch walk to Dalton Rushing over to the 9-hole hitter, Tommy Edman. Don't bring him out. So the Yankees will remove Tim Hill to face Tommy Edman. Oh, I do have lots of... I am a Jets fan. A sad one at that, but still a Jet fan. So Tim Hill's day is done. I guess Tommy Edman splits versus righties are worse than lefties because he is a switch hitter, Edman. Yeah, it's rough, Jason. Oof, Nets fan too. Man, Jason, he picked the worst three in the city. Back here in the Bronx, Angel Chivili, my apologies if I'm mispronouncing, but he's looked pretty good in the 6 games he's been up. First pitch is in there, 0-1. Nice changeup to Tommy Edman. Edman's 1-for-1 with a single. 2 runs scored. He was hit. The phantom hit by pitch. 0-1 is in there. 0-2. All right, Angel. All right, Angel. I like what I'm seeing. He's only 23. Man, I thought he was a lot older. Who knows what this guy could be in the future for us out of the pen. The 0-2 to Edman outside. So Chivili throws a changeup, a slider, and a four-seam in that order. He throws the changeup 43% of the time, slider 35%, and a four-seamer at only 22%. Interesting. 1-2, chased in the dirt, strike 3. Or they're going to say he fouled it off. Okay. Average fastball velo at 97 miles per hour. Kind of like this guy. I kind of like what I'm seeing. One, two. Swung and a miss. Got him. A good at-bat out of the bullpen for Chivili. I bet you I'm pronouncing that wrong. As we move now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Oh, a Rutgers fan too. Oh my gosh. Jason. That's rough. Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey, and they still sucked. Let's see what the Yankees could do. They're down by 2 now. Who's up? I think it's Schumann in top. If I am not I'm not Schumann. Sanchez in top? Or no, McMahon, Sanchez top. Yuck. In baseball, though, Jason, I know I don't know if you watch college baseball, but Rutgers got probably the best catcher out of high school, if I had to say. And surprisingly, he did not did not want to be drafted for some reason. His name is Mickey Gilligan. Surprisingly, did not choose to get drafted, even though he was a sure lock. Probably a first round pick, honestly, Mickey Gilligan. A fantastic catcher, and he's staying with Rutgers. He committed to there when he was 13. He's going to be a monster for you guys, baseball. Again, I don't know how much college baseball you watch, but he is phenomenal, Mickey Gilligan. It's Ryan McMahon at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch to the third baseman is fouled off. Yeah, he's a monster, Jason, man. He is one of the best prospects to come out of New Jersey in the past couple years. He's a phenom. 0-1 to McMahon. Inside, 1-1. I'm really surprised he didn't want to go to the league. I know. That's actually one of his nicknames, Mighty. The 1-1 to McMahon is low. They call him Gilligan's Island because he's a catcher. And if you're on base, they say you're stuck in Gilligan's Island just because of how good his arm is. They've compared his arm to major league talent, and it's better than a lot of major league catchers' his pop time. It's really ridiculous. He turned down a lot of major league offers to go to Rutgers, which, no shade to Rutgers, but that usually is never the case. 3-1 to McMahon. McMahon loops one into left field. Teoscar Hernandez, nice running play to track it down. 1 out in the inning. So Yamamoto continuing his dominant start. He has been electric today. Unfortunately, Schlidler couldn't stack up against him. Oh man, Mighty, I know a team too. I think we got the same team in mind that could use that kid. First pitch to Sanchez inside. Let me pull up his numbers actually. His high school numbers, his senior year numbers, man. This is easily the best catcher to come out of New Jersey, but one of the best prospects in general, man. So it's a 1-0 count on Sanchez, who's 0 for 1 today. Sanchez hits a looper behind second base. Edman getting under it. He's got it. Quickly, 2 outs. This is this kid's numbers. He batted .639. He hit 13 homers, which, if you don't know, is an unbelievable number for high school. 48 RBIs. It's just an insane. Listen to this. His slugging percentage, 1,417. Unreal. A slugging percentage that high. Oh my gosh. OPS over 2,000. Yeah, Jason. I hope so too. As the man of the hour digging in, Trent Grisham, their only hit today and their only run, a solo homer into the second deck. See what he could do here. He's got a 1-0 count. Yamamoto floats in a curveball 1-1. They had a lot of guys get drafted out of there, Jason. The one I know best is David Hinosa. Formerly from Poly Prep High School. I broadcasted a game where he pitched against Seton Hall, and he was insane, man. Just lights out, David Hinosa. Fastball, 96, 97, every pitch is an 18-year-old. That's just unbelievable. And he's going to the Cincinnati Reds. The 2-1 is in there. 2-2 now on Grisham. But yeah, Jason, hope to see you back there again soon. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 2-2 count on Grisham. 3-1 Dodger lead. Here's the pitch from Yamamoto. Grisham takes low. Good lead. Full count. Yeah, he went to the White Sox. Yeah, happy for all those guys. Man, New Jersey, though, as a whole, really showed out in the draft. I mean, the 9th overall pick, AJ Garcia, he's from New Jersey. As Yamamoto gets set, payoff pitch to Grisham. Grisham grounds one over to first. Freeman has it. Flip over Yamamoto. Another 1-2-3 inning. And the Yankee bats continue to disappoint. But like I was saying, New Jersey had so many draft picks, honestly, this year. It was crazy to see all the kids coming out of New Jersey in the draft. Don't sleep on New Jersey sports, guys. They got every sport you look at, they got someone. If you watch the NBA Finals, saw a lot of Jersey talent. Jalen Brunson from New Jersey. Of course, he played in Illinois, some crazy juggernaut high school, but he's from New Jersey. Karl Anthony Towns, a New Jersey kid. St. Joe's Metuchen, baby. Dylan Harper went to Don Bosco, another Jersey kid. Let's see if the Yankees could keep holding the Dodgers down. It's a 3-1 game. Yankees only have 1 hit, though, today. It's been a rough watch so far. It's been a tough watch indeed, but let's see what they could do. Back here in the Bronx, top of the 7th inning, set to go. Shohei Ohtani, who still is in the game after fouling a pitch off his injured kneecap. He's 1 for 3. RBI double back in the 3rd. He takes ball 1. Chevelli's still in. 1-0 to Ohtani. Fouled off, 1-1. So Ohtani pops one up into left field. Lots of carry. Bellinger getting under it, battling the sun. He makes the play. Nice job by Belly. The sun was giving him a little bit of trouble, it looked like, on that play. He made the play, though, and recorded the out. So 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Andy Pajes back up. First pitch to him is upstairs, ball 1. Last time Pajes was up an RBI single, that was the at bat where he let go of his bat, sent it flying, but somehow still hit the ball fair. One oh, it's in there. 1-1 now on Pajes. Two and one now. On the Dodgers center fielder, who's 1 for 3 today. Chivali gets set. Here's the 2-1. Paez hits a sky-high pop-up behind home plate. Sanchez giving it a look. It will go just foul. Behind the dish. 2-2 now. Chivali looking for another strikeout today. The 2-2 from the righty is in there. Nice changeup for strike 3 to set down Paez looking. 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th inning. Really good relief outing for Chivali. Was he the guy? Was he in where was he last year? Believe he was in Colorado last season, and the Yankees made a trade for him. Or he might have even been a waiver pickup. Whatever it was, he wasn't good last year, but the Yankees saw something in him. And definitely it's looking like it's panning out. First pitch to Freeman, 100 miles per hour, blew right by him. Reminds me of the Fernando Cruz situation. A guy who didn't have a good year based on the stat sheet, but raw talent was there. And he really showed up. The 0-1 to Freeman. Nice changeup. 0-2 now. Oh, 2. Just miss. Good leave by Freeman. 1-2. Rockies. Okay, thank you, Joseph. Yeah. Was that trade or waivers? One, 2 to Freeman. Outside. 2-2. No. Anything but him, Jason. Anything but Lindor. I do not want Lindor. No part of him. The 2-2. Freeman fouls it off. The amount they have to give up to get Lindor, even if the Mets eat some of the contract, which I doubt they're gonna do. I just want no part in Francisco Lindor and the way he's been playing this season. I don't want to hear a change of scenery will do something for him. I'm not taking that risk. I'm not giving up valuable pieces for him. Full count now on Freeman. It's just such a risk I see, Francisco Lindor. Okay, so Chivali via trade. Thank you. Yes, I remember now. Payoff pitch. Swung and a miss. Got him. Another strikeout for Chivali as he's looked great. Moving to the bottom of the 7th inning. We gave up TJ Rumfield for him. And obviously Chivali's done great, but TJ Rumfield is having a great year out in Colorado. I mean, Francisco Lindor, just nothing, man. I don't want any piece of him. He's been battling injuries, it looks like. His offense is just non-existent right now, and the defense hasn't been good. I just don't see a reason to make that trade. And I've always liked Lindor as a player. I've always liked him. But this is just a year that I see him starting to fall off. Last year was obviously very good. He had a 30-30 season. The year before that, he had an argument to win MVP. But in the year of 2026, I just don't see a version of Francisco Lindor I'm willing to take on the Yankees. Like 100%, Caswell. I don't love his attitude that much, even though I don't think he'd have a big problem here. But, I mean, him and Soto are just like schoolgirls, little schoolgirls going at it in the locker room. I think the Mets need to get rid of one of them for their own sake because they obviously can't handle each other, which they're grown men. They really should be able to, but obviously they can't. So, I don't know what they do, the Mets, but I really hope it's not sending Lindor to the Yankees because I just don't want Francisco Lindor. I think he's been one of the greatest shortstops in this generation. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to get someone based on what they've done in the past. Oh no, so we cannot get that negative about Soto. We can't. Just because he left us, we can't deny the fact that he carried us to a World Series. I can't get too mad about Soto, honestly. I'm happy for him. I've loved him when he was with the Nats, loved him when he was on the Padres, obviously loved him as a Yankee. He's been living up to it. And I'll say this, I know the money is crazy, but the way MLB contracts are moving, if that's the value of $1 you're going to put at a player, he's worth the money. I don't know why people were not sad to see him go. He was incredible. He's a top 5 player in baseball. That too, Joseph. That too. I just don't want to see Lindor at all. I think if you want to look at infielders, there's not a whole lot of options on the deadline. I'm trying to think. Luis Arias is the guy we've mentioned. If you want to change your infield up, that's who you get. You get Luis Arias. Don't even bring up Devers. That's not happening. Would I mind Rafael Devers? Honestly, no. I would not mind Rafael Devers at all. Do I see it happening? No. No way. I wouldn't mind that, though. Arias, I do see as a possibility, and I would like that idea. I like the idea of Luis Arias. Yankees are getting 1 hit so far today. They're down 3-1. Let's hope for something, anything in the 7th inning. Schlittler, 4 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, 8 strikeouts. Not your typical Cam outing, but not even that bad. 2-3-4 up for the Yankees. That's Rice, Dominguez, and Bellinger. Rice is 0 for 2 today, a ground out and a strikeout. Hoping to get the spark going for the Yankees. First pitch from Yamamoto to Rice. Rice hits one over into right field. It's going to touchdown into the gap off of the wall. Rice is going to coast into second base with a leadoff double. Second hit of the day for the Yankees. Timely hitting. Here we go. Yamamoto just hung that split finger, and Rice put a charge into that one. Didn't get enough backspin to hit it out of here, but stung it into the gap. So runner aboard second, nobody out for Jason Dominguez. The first time ever a Yankee has been in scoring position so far today. Dominguez, first pitch, pops it straight up near the third base bag. Muncy battling the sun. He's got it. See, this is what we can't do. This is the problem. A leadoff double, you can't have the next batter first pitch swinging at a ball at his chin and popping it up for a 1 pitch out. That's the problem right there. See if Bellinger fares better. Rice takes his lead off of second. Bellinger's 0 for 2 today. First pitch inside, ball 1. Yeah, agree with you, Caswell. 100% Rice plays. One zero. Bellinger grounds one foul. 1-1. Bellinger High fly ball into center field. Paez has it. Rice will not test his arm. 2 outs now. If a leadoff double goes to waste, that just is evidence of how crappy this lineup is. As now, the 5-hitter, Max Schumann, is digging in because I guess Max Schumann should be batting 5th. Bellinger didn't even hit that ball all that bad. Maybe a little bit off the bad part of the bat. What I'm more mad about is Dominguez. First pitch, the ball above the zone, and you take a rip at it and you pop it up to third. I see that as the biggest problem this inning. I don't know if Bellinger's was a home run swing, Mighty. I think he just missed it, but I'm more concerned about Dominguez swinging at that pitch high. As Jake Bird's warming up, let's pack up and go home. Jake Bird's warming up. Ugh. My TV cut out again. Cuts back in. And it's strike 1 on Schumann. Why is he batting 5th? Why is he playing and Jose's not? Oh, 1 downstairs, 1-1. I mean, I'm just, but the problem is, Caswell, this is all happening in 1 inning. Just, all right, thank you, Joe. It's not just me. A leadoff double cannot go to waste, especially when you're down 3-1 in the 7th. And Schumann swung at a pitch, bounced in front of home plate, probably killed a few worms, but Schumann thought it looked like a strike, so he swung at it. 1-2 on Schumann. Rice off of second. Yamamoto's got 2 outs this inning, looking to record Schumann for his 3rd. One, 2. Downstairs, very close pitch. 2-2. Yamamoto looks in. He gets the sign from Rushing. Here's the 2-2 downstairs. Full count now on Max Schumann. As Yamamoto steps off. Yeah, Jones, anyone, man. 3-2. Swung on a miss. Got him. Or they're going to say he fouled it off. Wow. Just barely fouls that off. And Schumann, it looks like it got him off the foot. Lives to see another day, but hit him off something. Slow to get back up into the box. There's a guy warming up in the Dodger bullpen too now. The 3-2. Schumann hits one into center field. Paez has it. A leadoff double goes to waste for the Yankees as it's still a 3-run game. Ugh. Unacceptable. Unacceptable if you're the Yankees. Tough. We're moving to the 8th inning now. Time is not on the Yankees' side. Jake Bird is in. Hooray. A 4.5 ERA. First pitch to Betts. Inside, ball 1. Betts is 0 for 2. The 1-0. What's up, Charles? 1-1 on Mookie. Yankees down 3-1 here in the top of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 7th, the leadoff double by Ben Rice. Didn't really do much. The next 3 batters could not bring him around to score. 1-2 now. 1-2. Betts fouls it off. One, two. Did he go around? No, he did not. 2-2. Two from Bird. Swung and a miss. Got him. Nice curveball from Jake Bird to send Betts down swinging. Beautiful curveball. First pitch to Muncy, fouls it off. 0-1. Yeah, Char. They've been on such a hot streak, the Red Sox. 12 in a row. Bird fires one inside, 1-1 on Muncy. One. Outside, 2-1. Muncy swings and misses. 2-2 now. They're winning now too. Last I saw, they were down 1-0. Two. Muncy fouls it off. Good battle. Muncy fouls one off again. McMahon might have a play on it. It will go. What did? Well, if you're watching the game, you're scratching your head as well. I guess the sun got in his eyes, but a pop fly just almost hit McMahon in the foot. I'm guessing the sun got in his eyes. I'm watching the replay right now, and it fell right in front of McMahon. Yeah, exactly, Mighty. Muncy fouls it off again. These Dodger hitters, man, really working the Yankee pitching staff. Two. Outside, full count now on the Dodgers' third baseman. I guess the sun is bad here. Payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. He walked him. So it could have been the second out. Turns into a walk. His runner aboard first with one out for Kyle Tucker. Defensive woes continue for the Yankees, as well as the offensive woes. Kyle Tucker's 0 for 3. He has had a tough season so far. Signed a big contract with the Dodgers. Has not lived up to it, though, yet. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Ali Sanchez wants to challenge. Let's see. This would be the Yankees' last challenge. That looked a little high to me, Ali. It's basically an inch above the zone. Yankees are out of challenges now. An inch and 1.3 inches above the zone, actually. So Yankees are out of challenges now. Play some old school baseball now. That's in there. 1-1. I know. Needs someone that can do anything. 1-2 on Tucker. You know, they need a bat. Need some sort of offense here with the Yankees. One, 2 to Tucker. Tucker loops one into center field. It's a base hit. Schumann's going to cut off Grisham, and Muncy will move over to third. First and third now with only one out. Rough, man. This is tough. I know, Charles. That was their second hit of the day. They only have 2 hits today. First pitch to Teoscar Hernandez. Upstairs ball 1. Teo's 0 for 3. One 0. Hernandez hits one down the right field line. Schumann giving chase. He slides. He can't get it. It one hops over the wall. A ground rule double. That brings in Muncy to score. Tucker moves over to third, and Teoscar Hernandez is aboard second. It just doesn't end. Let's look at the replay on that play in right field. Schumann, just missed it on the slide. Bird 21 pitches deep in, gave up his first run. Surprised it took him this long to give up a run. Yeah, that's it, man. No small ball at all. You know, I would love it. Like, Jazz is a good bunter. We've seen Jazz lay it down for some base hits every now and then. I want to see him do that more, especially when he can't do anything else. Like the bat's not doing anything. I want to see him bunt. Would love to see Volpe bunt more. Like, it just lay one down. Cabby, when he's playing, for some reason he's not playing today. 1-0 on Dalton Rushing, everyone's favorite player. Time called by Ali Sanchez. He got some dirt in his eye. One 0 to Rushing outside. Pick off over to third by Sanchez. He's back safely, or a back pick, I should say. It's very hard to watch this team, Charles. The 2-0 downstairs, 3-0 now. Oh, great. Camilo Duvall's warming up for the Yankees. I guess Aaron Boone's just waving the white flag. 3-0. Way upstairs, it's a 4-pitch walk to Dalton Rushing. Bases are loaded, only 1 out. Tommy Edman coming up, who's 1 for 2. First pitch to Edman. In there. Strike 1. Duvall's been horrific this season. So has Bird. The bullpen buddies, Bird and Duvall. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. One. Outside, 2-1. What a horrible trade this was for Jake Bird. Giving up Rock Riggio for this guy. Edman in a hitter's count. The 2-1 is fouled. Straight back, 2-2. The 2-2. Outside, full count now. Bird in danger of walking home a run. 31st pitch coming. Here's the payoff. Edman fouls it off again. Payoff pitch. Edman grounds one. It's a base hit over into right field. That will bring home a run. The second comes around to score. A 6-1 Dodger lead. First and second, only one out. The nightmare continues. The Jake Bird experience. The 2026 Yankees experience. No offense. Horrific bullpen. Horrific defense. Like how do they watch this? How do the people in the front office in Boone watch this every day and think this is okay? Bird's still in there. Ohtani at the plate. Because this is obviously a favorable matchup. 1-0 on Ohtani. First and second with one out. Dodgers up by 5. Ohtani rifles one again into right field. It's another base hit. That's going to bring home rushing. Edman moves over to third. Runners at the corners with still only one out. Besides Chivali, though, Joseph, he threw great today. He threw great today, Angel Chivali. But, man, it looks like you have me on the mound out there when it's Jake Bird. You're just throwing batting practice to these guys. What a horrible trade that was. Horrific. And out comes Jake Bird. In comes Camilo Duvall. If you think that was bad, wait till you see what Camilo Duvall is going to do. If you thought Bird's performance was bad. Buckle up. We will have a position player pitching probably next inning. Knowing Boone, he's probably going to put Schumann in to pitch. Yeah, it's over. It's over, Joseph. Yeah, 100%, Charles. I couldn't agree more. Mm-hmm. It's just embarrassing. It's just very embarrassing. The woes continue. Let's see what Duvall does. I guess Duvall's only goal is to be less worse than Bird. I think they are blind, Charles. First pitch from Duvall almost hits Pajes. 1-0. And that time he did hit Pages. There we go. Bases are loaded with only one out for Freddie Freeman. First time he almost hit Pages. Second time he completes his job. Yeah, Boone always says Boone loves this guy for some reason. So Freeman's up. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI single. You could almost surely pencil him in for a 2 for 5 now. All loaded up, and Duvall's having trouble with his pitch comm. I don't think that's the problem, though. I think we got bigger fish to fry, Camilo. First pitch to Freeman. Way outside. Because he can't throw it for a strike. One 0 to Freddie Freeman. Freeman grounds one foul down the line. That's too many to count, Joseph. This game has to be the wake-up call. This has to be the game where you say enough is enough. You know, Cashman's contract is done after this year. If he doesn't do anything to this team, have to get rid of it. Have to get rid of him. The 1-1 is in there. 1-2. One, two to Freeman. Freeman hits one over into center field, getting under. It's Grisham. He's got it. That's going to bring in a run. Edman comes around to score. It's a sacrifice fly for Freddie Freeman, making this an 8-1 game. It's just pathetic, honestly. It's pathetic. Everyone's laughing at the Yankees, Charles. Mookie Betts is up. He's 0 for 3 today. First and second with 2 outs. And that almost took Mookie Betts' head off. Helmet went flying. Luckily, Mookie's okay, but if he follows the same trend he did with Pages, he's going to hit him this pitch. The 1-0 from Duvall. Inside, 2-0. The 2-0 from Duvall. Outside, 3-0 on Betts. Yeah, he throws 100 miles per hour, just 3 feet outside the strike zone, Duvall. Playing more like a circus than a baseball team. Three zero. Outside, a 4-pitch walk to Mookie Betts. What's new? You have to DFA them after this, man. Like, they can't stay on the roster after this performance. Max Muncy, he's 2 for 3. He's had a good series so far. Hard to not have a good series when you're playing this team. First pitch fouled off, 0-1. It's just, someone's got to get traded. Someone's got to get DFA'd. Something's got to give. The 0-1 outside, 1-1. It's just like, it's just mind-boggling how they keep throwing this team out there and expecting them to win. The 1-1 outside, 2-1. Oh, man. Usually you want to hear the manager's press conference after the game, but we know exactly, like you guys have been putting in the chat, we know exactly what Boone's going to say. We know exactly what Boone's going to say in his press conference. There's no point to watch it. The 2-1 inside. I remember when teams feared the Yankee. Yeah, that's not even that long ago. I remember that. You can look at last year. There were times when teams didn't want to play us. The year before that, when Soto was here, they didn't want to play us. The Baby Bombers didn't want to play. 2019, you wouldn't want to play us. The 3-1. Muncy takes a rip at one. Rice takes it on the bounce over to first, and that stops the bleeding and finally puts an end to the madness. 8-1 Dodger lead as we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's awful. Like I said, Charles, this is a circus, not a baseball team. This is a circus show. Ugh. It's ridiculous. It's rough. It's just been a tough watch most of the season, honestly. It's not even like a few games now. It's been majority of the year they've played like this. The fact they still are able to win games blows my mind. Back here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Yankees down by 7. It's been a tough go. It's been a tough year. I think Hal is annoyed by owning this team. We never hear anything from it. Yeah, 100%. Agreed, Charles. To look like they're looking at Yamamoto's foot, maybe for a possible injury. See if he's okay. They're still waiting on him. The game's over anyway, man. Got one more game tonight versus the Dodgers, 3 versus the Pirates, which hopefully they could do something. Off day on Thursday, then 3 games at the bank in Philly. Yamamoto is back on the mound. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is digging in. He's 0 for 2 today, a ground out and a strikeout. First pitch to Jazz, fouled off. 0-1. Only 2 hits today for the Yankees. Definitely a bottom 5 game of the year. 0-2 on Jazz. Yeah. 0-2. Fouled off. Yeah, they haven't been playing bad at all. They do have a decent rotation they're working on. Brian Reynolds is going to be Brian Reynolds. The 0-2 is downstairs. One, two, outside. He hits like there's a hole in his bat. Wish we could give you guys more of an exciting one today, but unfortunately not. The 2-2 to Jazz. Jazz hits one sky high into center field. Paez battling the sun. It drops. Almost hit him in the face. Jazz is over to second. Well, the sun, we've seen it be a factor today. And the Yankees have their third hit. Maybe that's the strategy. Just keep hitting balls straight up into the... Oh my gosh, that almost took Paez's face off. Wow. So a runner on second with nobody out after the leadoff air quote double. It's Anthony Volpe's up. He's 0 for 2. He gave it a ride to the warning track last at bat. First pitch, Volpe hits one now into left field. It's going to drop. Jazz is going to score, and the Yankees tack on another. Volpe's over at first with an RBI single. You can hate him as much as you want, but he is a good player. He is turning it around. He's been playing a lot better. He has hit the ball 3 times today, all solid, and he picks up an RBI. And good read by Jazz. So that cuts the lead to 6. Still nobody out in the inning, and Ryan McMahon's up. Good to see him hit Volpe. First pitch to McMahon. McMahon grounds one over to first. This could be 2. Over to second for 1. Back over to first. And just like that, whatever hope you may have had, Ryan McMahon kills it. Tends to do that a lot. Yeah, it's rough. It's been a rough game. That's true, but I mean, 3 pitches, I guess, worth taking a swing at, Mighty. The one was smoked. He hit out to left field. I mean, you can't complain when he's knocking in an RBI. As Sanchez lifts one into left field, that does it. But the Yankees get another run on an Anthony Volpe RBI single. It's now an 8-2 game as we move to the top of the 9th inning. Nightmare's almost over. You know, Mighty, I see what you're saying, but when he's one of the 2 guys who have an RBI today, I can't complain that much about that. Especially when it's not like Dominguez swinging first pitch and just popping up. I mean, we're talking a decently hard hit ground ball to third, a line out to left field on the warning track, and an RBI single. I'm not that unhappy at all with his production, and a nice play at shortstop today. So at least someone's showing something. Him, Rice, and Grisham. What's our catchers combined batting at? For all I care, it's 0. No one's done something behind the plate this year. Pathetic. I don't think it's 200. I doubt it. Back here, top of the 9th inning, Yankees had another Jazz Chisholm leadoff air quote double and an Anthony Volpe RBI single to bring him in. Yankees play later tonight at 7. Maybe something magical will come upon them. All they need to do is hit the ball. First pitch to Kyle Tucker's in there, strike 1. As Camilo Duvall's still in. Nobody getting loose in the pen for the Dodgers, it looks like. So Yamamoto will try to finish it. 0-1 to Tuck downstairs, 1-1. Oh my gosh, 175. Yuck. The 1-1 to Tucker. Tucker chops one over to first. Rice has it. He'll take it to the bag himself. 1 up, 1 down. $175. Oh my gosh. And would you believe me if I said our starting catcher's batting average is 153? Alex Cole digging in, pinch hitting, coming into the game for Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch to call. Inside, ball 1. Oof. Yeah, you really don't want to look at the catching numbers for the Yankees. Because that's in there, 1-1. Scara brings it up a bit. Good for JC. Maybe that just shows you he should get more reps. I don't think he's a superstar catcher, Scar. I don't even think he's a starting catcher. But if you have no one else doing anything, what is holding you back from starting JC Escara? That's just my genuine question. If Wells isn't doing anything, Sanchez isn't doing anything, what's holding you back? Three and one on call. Three one outside, ball four. And Austin Wells is awful defensively, in my eyes. Everyone looks at Wells' defensive numbers and they don't want to dig into it. Everyone looks at you look at his fielding run value and it's around 70, and people say, "Oh, that's fine." No, it's not, because guess what? His framing is great. His pop time is horrific. His caught stealing numbers are horrific. His blocks are so. Like, stop acting like this guy has any positives to him. He doesn't. It's not like he's hitting 20 homers anymore like last year. Red Sox up 6-1. Oh my gosh. And it makes you think we were the catalyst for that. That sweep we had when we got swept in Boston, that's the reason. That's when they started going crazy. Well, the Dodgers just challenged a pitch 2.3 inches above the strike zone. Ugh. Yeah, I assume so, Mighty. Like, there's no value to this guy. Duvall's got rushing in a 2-1 count. I don't think 5 games is a lot either, Charles. With the way we're playing and the way they are playing. The 2-1 outside, 3-1 on rushing. Three one. Did he go around? They're going to say he didn't. Ball 4. I'll tell you what, Charles, that's going to turn into 4 today. Maybe even 5. Or maybe even 3, because the Yankees have to play baseball twice today. I don't know what the city of New York did to be punished this way. To have the Yankees play baseball twice today. Because this feels like a punishment that they have to play twice in one day, as Edman lifts one into center field. Grisham going back near the track. He has it. Runner from second will tag. Move over to third. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. The fact that there's a very good chance it turns into a 3-game lead over the Red Sox is scary. Especially when Elmer Rodriguez Cruz is pitching tonight. First pitch to Ohtani. Outside, ball 1. 100 miles per hour, 3 inches outside of the zone. Ohtani's 2 for 5 today. One zero. Outside, they're going to try to get him at third, and this time Sanchez finally caught him. Third time's the charm with the back pick to third base, and he catches Alex caught napping for the 3rd out. So he saves us from having to watch Camilo Duvall pitch to Shohei Ohtani. So we move to the bottom of the 9th inning. Yankees will try to rally the improbable comeback. Are they going to challenge this? Everyone is still on the field. They are going to challenge this, it looks like. And McMahon missed the tag, I think. Did Ryan McMahon miss the tag? The throw beat him. But McMahon might have missed the tag. You got to show the overhead view for me. I think he missed the tag. I think Miss McMahon missed the tag. Here's the money view. Let's see. You missed it. Ryan McMahon missed the tag on Alex Call, even though Sanchez's throw beat him, and the inning is not over. This will 100% be overturned. Like, how do you not tag a guy? McMahon's in the dugout. McMahon's in the dugout. What is he doing? Everyone's on. Look, this picture. Everyone's on the field besides McMahon. This is going to get 100% overturned. They're taking an awful while to review this call. Sanchez is asking for another baseball. He's just going to throw it to Vaughn to keep his arm loose. So we're playing the long game. McMahon's still in the dugout. We're still waiting. I don't know, Charles. I think his foot got in there. How long does it take to review? It's close, but like, it's been a while they've been reviewing this. Oh, wow. They're going to say they got him out. What do I know? So we're moving to the bottom of the ninth inning. Shout out Ali Sanchez for the back pick at third. Yankees down by 6. We'll see what they got in the tank. Who made last out? Where in the lineup are they? Volpe. McMahon got the double play. Okay. So it is top of the order then. Coming up for the Yankees. Grisham, Rice, Dominguez. Down by 6. Need a spark, baby. Need a spark. I guess so, Mighty. I don't blame them. Don't blame them one bit. Do you think over the Rays, Celia? You think they're winning over the Tampa Bay Rays? Grisham digging in. He's 1 for 3 with a homer. Back in the third, I believe. Third or fifth. First pitch to Trent. Inside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Grisham. Grisham fouls it off. Count even at 1 now. That is pathetic, Charles. Outside, 2-1. Yamamoto's back out there looking to complete this thing. He's at 94, soon to be 95 pitches. Hasn't even hit the century mark yet. 2-1 to Grisham. In there. 2-2. Two. Grisham hits one deep into center field, taking Pages back. He's got it. On the warning track, Pages makes the play. A real leadoff hitter. Let's start with a real catcher first, Charles. Let's start with a real catcher. Real hitters, man. Rice is up again. He's 1 for 3 with his double. Was stranded at second. First pitch. Rice. First pitch swinging. Sky high into center field. Pages battling the sun again. He's got it. Quickly here, 2 outs. Dominguez is up 0 for 3 today. First pitch to him is called strike. They're out of challenges, though. Partly due to Dominguez. Well, Rice has some fire, Charles. I know we didn't see it from Cam, but he's got some heat to him. He's got some passion to him. 0-2 on Dominguez. Bellinger at times. We'll see what happens down the stretch, but there needs to be they need more dogs, man. They need more ballers on this team. More ball players. The 0-2 from Yamamoto fouled straight back. He's looking to complete this dominant outing. Just hit 100 pitches. You don't want to call up Lombard too early. I agree with Jones, but you don't want to call up Lombard too early. Don't want to hurt him. Look what they did with Volpe. The 0-2 is outside, 1-2. Volpe came up too early, and I think that hurt him. I don't want to do the same thing to Lombard because I think Lombard is a lot more talented than Volpe is. One, two. Froze him. Called strike 3, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto will complete the game. A full 9 innings pitched, only gave up 4 hits, I should say, to the Yankees. This was brutal. A tough watch indeed. So the Yankees down 2. They will play later tonight, though, at 7 versus the Dodgers. And who knows, maybe they're fair better there. But for this afternoon matchup, it was an ugly sight indeed, as they gave up 10 hits and 8 runs to the Los Angeles Dodgers. A rough start by Cam Schlidler as he was gassed by the 4th inning. Pitch count got the better of him. No offense at all, and bad defense as well. Thank you, though, everyone, for sticking with it, for staying with the stream. I know it wasn't the result we wanted, but hey, we had some good conversations. We're talking some trade deadline stuff, all that fun stuff coming up soon before you know it. Getting into the dog days of summer. And let's see what this team does at the deadline. I think that's the biggest conversation point right now. So yes. I think the stream is about to end. I think Joe's going to pop up soon. Let me just text him. But yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys, all the love that we've had. And I think even though it wasn't a good Yankee game, it was still a very good stream. So thank you everyone for watching. I thank everyone for tuning in and being in the chat. And I think the game will be back on here at 7 o'clock. So don't miss that here on NY Yankee Mania. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day.
I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Walsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.